All right, we're back. It's day 46 out of 100. Uh, my wife checked out the channel. She said I should change the name to the Rambling Man. So, yeah, it's kind of where we're at right now. Um, man, I shaved tonight. Face looks feel like my face look a little bit fatter now. I shaved. Man, lighting looking terrible here. Got to figure that out. But we're here. 46 a day in a row. I told her at dinner, I said, man, I feel like I'm just gonna quit. She said, man, you just went and bought this camera and all this other nonsense. She said, you better not quit or you better return it real quick, right? So, but now we're in for it, man. We're gonna go. I got to get through the day, which we're done now, right? We'll get this uploaded, and then tomorrow will be 47. We got 53 days left to get to 100. It's a long ways to go. It's crazy. Crazy to think about how this is day 46 and how long it feels. I can't even imagine. I can't comprehend what day 100 is going to feel like. Um, but I've got to do some more things, right? I got to put a, like I got to think about some stuff, get some better topics, and get some things going besides the rambling. It's getting old for me, so if anybody watches this, which I can tell by the data that not many people do, it's got to be getting old for them. I lost a subscriber, picked up a subscriber, so I'm back at 4 subscribers now. Which the goal here is not subscribers, it's just to get on camera, get over the fear of putting yourself out there. Um, Try to less, right? Just have better videos. Um, I got to figure out this lighting here. So, so that's where it's at. The agency site's pretty much done now. I mean, I'm happy with where it's at. I'm just waiting on my graphics, but the guy I hired on Fiverr, like now it says he doesn't have internet. But it's late, and they're pretty complex graphics. I think not really if you look at it, but I feel like it took forever to explain it over messaging. So I'll see what happens in the morning. If not, then I'm probably going to cancel the order, get my refund, and then hire somebody else. Because it's like the missing piece. That's all I need, and it's really gonna really pull this thing together. I think it'll look pretty good. Um, so I got that, and then I didn't get the man. I didn't get the script finished, get the video shot. I got to get the new figure out the new camera, get it set up, figure that stuff out. So kind of where we're at there. Went to work today. Man, I had 3 days off from the shop, which is crazy. Good to be back. Felt like it'd been forever since I'd been there. Um, Decent day for a Sunday. Got some supplement sales, so it was nice. A lot of new faces, people I haven't seen before, which is always good. Uh, One girl came in, got an acai bowl, said she saw it on Snapchat. So like, it's cool, man. People are coming in, they're trying the things, they're sharing it, their friends are seeing it. So it's good, but I just don't know how good it can be in a small town. I think there's definitely more room to grow, but it's going to be limited, right? So going to continue to push there, but going to start working on the website again. Got to get that going and get some ads going, like the supplements. I think this week I should be getting my restock in on some of my products, some of the better sellers online. So we'll get pushing those, and going to build some bundles there. I did start uh, the Idealist. Man, I don't even know where I seen this from. Somewhere like on Twitter. They're like, hey, just write down 10 ideas a day. End of the year, you have over 300 different ideas. Um, I don't know. I don't want 300 ideas, really, right? But like the goal for me is just to practice coming up with ideas, putting it down on paper, and capturing it. I think sometimes throughout the day, like I come up with different ideas or I think about different things, but if I don't write it down or, uh, I forget it. So, and to teach the brain to be more creative, um, because I guess I don't know. A few years ago, I took like this confidence class. This woman, which was pretty good, right? Like it's pretty good stuff, like to think about and to practice. Like I think it helped because after that, I went and landed a new job, and I felt really good going into there. And then within a few months, like I pitched them um, to move me up to a new role and kind of run a team. So I think it all helped. But one of the things she talked about is like creativity is like something that you can learn. And I feel that I'm more on the analytical side, not the creative side. So it's like, you know what? Let me start practicing this 10 ideas a day and see if I can build the creativity. And then, then I think tomorrow I'm going to start writing because I want to be a better writer. I'm not going to be a better writer unless I start writing. And it definitely will help like with scripts and stuff like that, YouTube scripts. So we're going to start that tomorrow too. And just continue to just take it one day at a time and just try to improve, try to get better. So that's kind of the goal there. But so for my ideas, like I just put like one column. I just use a Google Sheet just because it's easiest for me. I do one column is the idea, and then one column that's the category. So like for me, like for right now, maybe supplements or like personal development or I'm trying to think what or like fitness, like just different things that I'm thinking about. And then I put the channel like if I were to share it, right? Like so I think right now like I'm kind of focused on these ideas that I can get and I can share and then put out into the world. And so I'm putting like a channel where like I think it would fit or like what it would fit for. Um, so that's kind of what I'm doing. And then I can once I get this stuff done as the list grows, I can go into the spreadsheet and then I can filter it by hey, I want to look at every idea I had centered around like fitness. Like one of them, for example, is like supplement reviews, right? I could do videos of supplement reviews and then link to the supplement store. Another one is like running every day. I would like to run a mile every day for 30 days or like 60 days or whatever and just kind of see like what happens to my conditioning, like my heart rate, see if my resting heart rate drops. Um, like I would like to get a VO2 max test before and then after and see how that changes, um, which I think would just be cool. One, just to test it and see, but then two, like it would be a good story to share, right? It'd be some good, cool content. I think like if you're into that, right, to share. So it's kind of what I'm doing here, and I'm assuming this is only the second day. Today was day 2, so I got 20 ideas, and I'm sure with everything, right? Like as I get going, my ideas are going to change. They're going to evolve, and I think it'll be interesting to look back on, like in a few days, a few weeks, like these videos, right? If I look at video 1, and then I look at like video 40. I'm sure it's going to be a pretty big difference on just the way I talk to the camera, the way I just interact and everything, right? The rambling hopefully is a little bit less, but I think it'll be interesting to kind of just to track it. So that's kind of where I'm at right now. Is it's what I'm working on, I guess. Things I want to work on. Just I had a lady came in the shop today, and she used to do powerlifting and all this stuff in great shape, and then she had kids and like she put on some weight and she's trying all these different things and can't lose weight, and it's kind of like, well, what are you doing though, right? Like she had said she's going to start eating better when she gets out of her house, moves in with her boyfriend because it's easier to eat better there. I'm like, okay, well, where you're at now, even if we just leave the eating out of it, like, okay, you have an iPhone, like it tells you how many steps you take a day. How many steps are you averaging a day? Let's say you're averaging 2,000 steps a day. I said, just take 2,010 steps. Take an extra 10 steps or do an extra 100, 2,100 steps a day and just do that and just aim for that. Okay, you do that for a week, a few weeks, try to up it, or you do it for 100 days, 2,100 steps for 100 days. Okay, now I'm going to move up to 22 or 25 or 5,000, 10,000, whatever it is, right? It's like we just have to just slowly chip away at it, right? Because like I said, who are you hurting if you wait? And she was like, no one. I was like, well, yeah, you are. You're hurting yourself because it's more time you're putting this off. And I think we have to look at it as like, hey, just even the slightest, the little bit, which there's a book right here. Can you see it? The Slight Edge. Really good book, man. I really like. I should reread it. It's by Jeff Olson, but it's definitely worth reading. It's not a very hard read, but it's a few hundred pages. Yeah, 254, 255. It's a pretty quick read though, but that's the whole like philosophy is like just do something every day, just a little bit, and then build the habit, and then let it compound. And it's kind of like what I'm trying to do here, like with the videos, is just to build the habit and like just no friction, right? No editing, no thumbnails, no scripts. Hell, I don't even have an idea or topic most of the time. I just sit down and talk, right? And just ramble. uh, but hey, it's 46 days, right? So like it's becoming part of my routine. So it's like I'm making this my routine. So now like I want to improve my routine. I want to be more creative, so I'm going to start building these idea lists. It's 10 a day. Like it's not that tough. I mean, I sit there. It takes me a few minutes to think about some of these things, and a lot of the stuff I've written down so far, there's stuff I've had, ideas I've just had or want to do. I think would be fun to do. Doesn't matter. Like I have no judgment. I don't care how good the idea is, how bad the idea is. I don't care what it pertains to. I just put it down just so I can get to my 10, and I move on. And then like I'll go back and I'll look and I'll sort, I'll filter, and I'll see what I've got, you know. And then like the same thing with writing. It's like, hey, I just want to write. Even if I write one sentence a day, two sentences, like if I can just sit down and think and write and try to be thoughtful, then hey, that's progress, right? Because what am I doing now? I'm not writing. I could say, hey, I'm gonna wait till August 1st, and then I'm gonna write 500 words a day. Well, that's 10 days away. Like, why put it off 10 days? And it's even like I said, I'm gonna do it tomorrow. Why put it off tomorrow? I can do it tonight, right? Um, but it's like trying to just go here, like videos, right? It's like, hey, I'm not gonna come out and make the greatest video and like be Mr. Beast, or I'm not gonna be a Dan Co or whoever else, right? Ali Abdal, right? It's gonna take a lot of time, right? Those guys have years and years or decade of reps, putting the reps in and putting it out there and evolving and learning, right? But it's like we have to start somewhere and just get the ball rolling, right? Get the momentum and then build. It's like we're not gonna start at the bottom and then jump all the way up here. We're gonna start at the bottom and we're just gonna climb, one step at a time, one step at a time, one step at a time, you know, and just work our way up. It's gonna take years, but it's like if you don't start now, it's like you're only hurting yourself. So that's it, guys. We're at 13 minutes again. But yeah, just get started, man. Whatever it is you want to do, get started. Start practicing. Embrace the suck. Like it's gonna suck. You're gonna want to quit more days than you're gonna want to do it. But the days you want to quit are the days that you have to do it. You have to push through. So if you made it this far, thanks for watching. We'll see you tomorrow for day 47.